Audiotree Live. It is May 20th, 2024, and I'm your host, FINGY. Before we get into today's session, I urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay in the loop with all the amazing music we have going down over here. With that being said, we're on all streaming services, so Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you name it, we're there. Tap in. Also, if I'm looking a little crazy, it's because in real time, we just found out that we got 20 gallons of milk delivered to our studio. So by the time you're watching this, it's probably too late. But if someone needs milk, please come over because we have too much and we don't have storage for it. And I'm kind of stressed. Anyways, without further ado, all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota, we got Humbird. Take it away.
Another child of violence, another language gone silent. I am the red ribbon legacy, moving past the knees. Ribbons of salt water carving out your cheeks. Another mother of heartbreak, of bullshit and such high stakes. Another twisted trick of fate, of too little, too late. I could be a break in the chain. I could be a break in the chain. I could be a piece of the change. When I talk about it, I'll call it by its name. Another one from the church pew. Would the Son of God be angry or just confused? Another witch hunt under the blazing sun. Another white man standing with a hot gun. Another blue sky morning in the land of the free to believe lies on the internet and the glamour of money, missing the real thing. You could be a break in the chain. You could be a break in the chain. You could be a piece of the change. When you talk about it, call it by its name. We've been taking our cues from the darker hues of destiny and cheap booze, racking 'em up, sending 'em back. It didn't have to be like that. You could be a break in the chain. I could be a break in the chain. We could be a piece of the change. When we talk about it, we'll call it by its name. Sometimes a dream is the quickest way to reach so tangled up in your geography. Mountains and valleys, city parks and alleys. I am my only hope, my own worst enemy. Just begun, tired out. I wish that I would help me out, walk myself right off the map. I wasn't ready yet. There are no straight roads to the part of the heart that just seems to know where it is I need to go. Maybe I'll see you where the hills are green and the wind is fair. It might take forever, but I don't care. Mountains and valleys, city parks and alleys. I am my only hope, my own worst enemy. Just begun and tired out. I wish that I would help me out, walk myself right off the map. Am I there yet? Maybe I'll see you where the hills are green and the wind is fair. Whichever way you take, may the way take you there.
Ah, beautiful, lovely. How we feeling? We got the wah wah baba now.
Yeah.
Wogger boggle. Is
The
what we call it.
wagger bottle is out. The esophagus is
Yeah.
flowing.
Flowing.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. Thank y'all for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, of course. I love the project.
Thank you.
Would love to dive in on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It touches upon a decent amount of societal issues, and you give some commentary, progressive commentary on it. And I was wondering if you believe that that is inherently the artist's role, to comment on the life that we all lead together and the different lives we lead parallel to each other, or if that's just, a personal preference of yours.
Yeah, what a good question. I'm not sure. I think so. At least it is in my experience. I feel like as an artist in any discipline, you want to witness the world around you, respond to it after you've metabolized it. I can't really imagine making art in another way. So I think it's inherent, but I'm open to other artists telling me I'm wrong and explaining how they feel about it too, I guess. Yeah.
Sweet. What do y'all think? What's your hot take?
I think Siri does all the right things always.
That's a good answer.
I didn't
You gotta
coach
keep
him
on
to say
payroll,
that. I
dude.
just so everyone knows.
Sick. What about you, Pat? I feel that.
Yeah, I think if it feels right, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
Don't
that's a
overthink
good
it.
question. It kind of stumps me a little bit, but
DJ makes you think.
yeah, DJ.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's my.
I think it's about the way that you present it and the way you go about it, too. Just like making sure you're being like compassionate and considerate, and I don't know.
all the C adjectives.
Yeah, but it's also about the art and the way you deliver it like the way you sing it or the way you write it or whatever that is, just like being intentional, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And there's a whole lot of intentional lyrics going on in this project. And my little hopeless romantic heart got caught up on the title track. And there's this line in it. It says, "How will I sand these scales from my skin? I just want to be soft again." Mm-hmm. And I was wondering if you figured out how to do that, because I'm still working on it.
She's soft as hell.
Yeah.
It's true. I feel like it's such a cycle. At least for me, I feel like there's times where I feel really hard and sharp and I have my strong exterior, and then I'm always just a big softie on the inside. So I think I'm always learning how to create space in a way that the softie part of me can feel safe to actually exist. But sometimes you need that hard exterior. It's a harsh world out there. So I think both are important. But when I was writing that song, I was really missing the tender insides. I was like, where are they? Are they still there?
Yeah.
They're there. I feel like
Yeah. You
They're
found
there.
them. That's good. Have you ever struggled with discerning intuition from self-sabotage in relationships?
oh yeah. I feel like that's the ethos of that song actually, is like
Nice.
realizing that I had been self-sabotaging, but that intuition and self-sabotage are maybe trying to tell you the same thing in different ways, more problematic on one side than the other. But I don't know. I feel like they might be all the same sort of mysterious impulse that can guide you if you're paying attention.
Interesting. Almost like two sides of the same coin
Totally.
instead of angel and devil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I have therapy after this, literally 4:30, so I might have to
Sick.
bring that up.
Yeah.
But while I internalize that,
Yeah.
let's listen to more songs.
Yeah, let's do a song.
Sick.
What's the next one we said we were
Ghost
going to
on
do?
the
Ghost on the
Porch,
Porch. Awesome.
Love.
Thank I'm not mad, but I should be, since true love proved unlucky. I cast the die, I stained my hands on wrongful judgments and half-baked plans. I was right on in loving you, and dead wrong in thinking we couldn't lose. I'm not crying, but I wish I could. Heart snapped off like plywood. How will I sand these scales from my skin? I just wanna be soft again. I was right on in loving you, and dead wrong in thinking we couldn't lose. Right on in loving you, and dead wrong in thinking we couldn't lose. What is it about the space between? We fit so much inside and then find it's empty. I'm not singing in an empty room. If you're hearing this, I hope you know you're right on too. You were wrong before, and that's nothing new. We're all suckers for the way that love makes us fools. So right on in loving, you might be dead wrong. At least you're trying. Right on in loving, you might be dead wrong. At least you're trying. You're trying. You're trying.
Nice, man. Love does make me a freaking fool sometimes, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm under the impression you've been torn for a minute. You've seen a lot of corners of this planet, and that's very nice. That's very lovely. I was wondering if through touring, through just constant repetition of your practice and also being influenced by different people, different environments, how that has played a role in shaping your sound as it evolves.
Yeah, another great question. Yeah, I feel like anything you're doing and spending your time on is going to influence how you see the world. And we've been touring pretty DIY for the last decade. Only in the last few years, sort of after the pandemic opened back up again, were we playing in more venues and clubs. So I feel like everywhere we go, we like know what the basements look like, if that makes sense. And it's fun to visit and see new rooms. But yeah, being on the interstate, all the gas stations, talking with people who live in a really different way, in a really different place from you, that all seeps into the music for me. And I think it's a really important part of the creative process at this point, because it's almost like kind of the bird's eye view of what all is going on. Not that I'm an expert by any means, but just having conversations can really shift how you see stuff.
Do you think it's more of a subconscious shift and approach, or has there been anything consciously where you're like, ooh, that's some food for thought that I am going to apply later?
It's both, for sure. I think when you're on the road a lot, it's hard not to kind of harden, and you're just kind of feels like you're rolling through the world and knocking things as you go. I sometimes feel like that anyways. But then, particularly with the songwriting on this record, there is this sort of social commentary or political element, and I don't know that that would have happened without all those years of touring and seeing things and being, you know, so hopeful in one town, and then you go to the next and you're feel this sense of despair, and it can happen so fast. It can all happen in the same city. So yeah, that just influences you in the writing, or me in my writing, I guess.
Beautiful. And I'm also under the impression that you trained in Irish ensembles. What was that like? How did that apply to this?
Trained might be a strong word, but me and some friends in middle school who played Irish music, and I was learning guitar, and so we sort of banded together. And my first band was called the Celtic Club, and we sang like traditional Irish songs. It was awesome, and I think it was really instructive for learning how to harmonize and stuff. I appreciate it. Yeah, and just the way melody and story can go together. The Irish tradition is like a masterclass in that, if you are lucky enough to sink into it or be born into it, I guess. But yeah, I wouldn't say trained. But yeah, it's part of it.
All shapes and sizes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's so sick. No, I remember, for some reason, I grew up in Los Angeles, and my elementary school had a very prominent Irish team.
Yeah.
And they like toured, and
yeah,
it seemed like they take their things pretty seriously.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
This was just you and a group of kids as you were learning?
Yeah, they were like Irish American, and their dad like taught them how to play the fiddle and the accordion and the tin whistle and stuff. And I just was on their ice hockey team, and they found out that I played guitar, so I kind of got roped into it.
Whoa.
And it was the coolest thing ever. Like, it totally changed the trajectory of my life.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be doing this if it wasn't for that
experience. Hockey and Irish music,
yeah,
dude.
Exactly.
You know, everything's just a vessel to get you to the next spot, and
It's
you never know what it's
true.
going to be.
Yeah.
But that's cool that was your spaceship. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Hell yeah. All right, well, let's close it out, yeah?
Awesome.
Sick.
Nice. Okay, you ready to go?
Ready.
Here we go.
Moving in, moving on. I swore I'd leave. Instead, I'm going strong. Calling in, calling out. Your voice is on the telephone.
Thank you so much, Humbird, for coming and being
Thank you,
here.
Audiotree. Thank you, FINGY. Thanks to all of you.
Yes, thank you to our crew for getting this done.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching, and thank you, Costco, for again delivering 20 gallons of milk to us. I still don't know why you did that, but I'm sure it's for a larger reason that we have yet to comprehend. But we appreciate it. By the time you are watching this, it's already on all streaming services. So Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you name it, they're there. Tap in and make sure you subscribe to our channel and keep in the loop. My name is FINGY. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.